everybody always talk about date your age, date your age. Well, I want to date my wage.
Ooh. Shannon Sharpe is cooked, and we think Shaq is the one that tried to set it all up.
Hey, he said, please, please, please keep it quiet. He said that Shannon did some a while back, and he's been off him.
This is a shakedown. I'm gonna be open, transparent, and defend myself.
And Young Thug chose a side, all right? Drake over Kendrick, and allegedly Gunner is out of YSL, baby.
You know, I'm a Drake fan.
How are you still dropping under YSL? He was in court talking about YSL as a gang.
YSL as a gang must win. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
And we got Kanye West was on Twitch for a whole 7 minutes. 7 minutes, all right, before getting banned.
I should have had babies with Paris Hilton over Kim Kardashian.
Ooh! Proud Babies Elevation Nation, we are here to talk about it. Let's go. Let's go.
What's up this week? I didn't get with the 1, 2, 3.
You want to know how to avoid these situations?
Yes.
Don't put yourselves, don't be 19-year-old girls with OnlyFans.
When you're 54 years old.
That's all.
For him to offer 10 million says that there might be some truth to this, because I'm not offering nobody no 10 million if I know I didn't do anything. And I think the only reason the 10 million didn't work, Killer, I want to know how you feel about this. I think the 10 million didn't work because the pimp need his cut. You know, just allegedly.
If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Well, I don't want to be true.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Babies, this whole Shannon Sharpe situation is taking a whole left field, all right? I don't know what to think.
Bro, his whole running a route.
Public perception is completely different within like 24 hours.
Bro, it's juking.
At first, we were like, I don't know. She's trying to take him for his money.
It's juking.
But we find out this dude was a freakazoid.
Bro,
right?
We kind of knew, but yeah, we addressing it now.
And then we find out there's more allegation with this Michele Evans. My Michelle.
Shannon has a documented history of mistreating and abusing women. He is currently a defendant in a lawsuit before the Supreme Court of New York. What? What? Guys, do you know who he's in a lawsuit with? He's currently a defendant in a lawsuit. Do you look who's in a lawsuit with, guys? He's in a lawsuit with Michele Evans. This better not be Michele.
I don't know if it's a real name, but Michelle somebody.
ESPN dropped him, fired him. Although he's the one that came out was like, yo, I'm going to step down, this and that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
You're alligating fire. Okay.
All right.
Well, I'll touch the wood for you.
So, not only that, now there's new allegations, Cloud Babies, that Shaq is behind the whole thing because Shaq is petty.
All right. Play the clip, goddamn.
I was in a group chat the other day, or actually just yesterday, and Shaq said he's paying top dollar for any information on old boy. So, again, I don't know if you're on that kind of time or not, but Shaq is known to throw large sums of money around, so just want to put that out there. Hey, he said, please, please, please keep it quiet. He said that Shannon did some a while back, and he's been off him.
So we have Matt Barnes addressing the situation, saying that, you know, Shaq wanted dirt. He was looking for any sort of information, any sort of insight into, you know, what's been going on behind closed doors for Shannon Sharpe. I'll pay top dollar. Throwing that money around. Big Diesel throwing that weight around.
Yo, Big Diesel think this is a joke because he made a skit about it.
Yeah.
Now, people think this is serious, buddy.
I'm also paying information. You know where Kenny the Jet Smith at?
Yes, I got Kenny too. I know exactly where he's at.
Okay, now this one right here, get you going. I'm gonna give you some $50.
$50 million? Who you think you is, Chelsea Clinton? Left cheek, right cheek, bed sheets. We not paying the $5. Don't worry, Unc. Your lawyer's on the case.
You think Shaq was the one that dug this up and got Tony Busby on the trace of it?
I don't know.
On
It's
the
a
trail?
coincidence to me. I'm not too deep into it. But I paused.
You heard it first on That's It.
But pause. But at the same time, son, it's like, yo, it's too much of a coincidence at the same time too. Like it was like 4 weeks apart, and then you know what I mean.
I mean, yeah, and we saw Shannon Sharpe read out the response Shaq did to this. You know, it was a light work between some opinions on Jokic.
Yeah.
You know, the Joker. So it's like, hey, does it really warrant you digging up this man's whole skeletons and putting his career out? I don't know. Look, there's two things going on here, right? There's two realities in check. One,
it's a money grab.
Is a money grab. 100%. The lawyer involved, the chick, the way she's on the phone, you could tell in her voice, that's manipulative. You know, and you see the text message before that, you know what was going on. You know the opinion of how they were interacting was one way and how, you know, things have probably flipped in one aspect. But bro, the other reality is, yeah, he is freaky.
That's a pure fact.
It's a fact. He's freaky.
The way, okay, so when he released those text messages, Cloud Baby's trying to show proof that she's the one that's engaged in this type of like relationship, the way she talks and stuff like that, right? What he failed to realize was that he shows that he's a freaky dude because the way the girl was comfortably talking to him about like rim jobs or like all sorts of stuff. Or I'm gonna marry, I'm gonna do this.
Forget that.
Choke me, doing bondage, tie me up, and
the BDSM stuff. See, that's where you get into real dicey territory when it becomes she said, he said. Because unless you have real proof of consent and written contracts and you're doing some thing, you have to know that this girl is okay and like you trust her to be able to not be having this kind of intention. Because this girl had this. She's an OnlyFans girl. Let's be real with it. And let's not take away from real victims out there in a way, because this seems premeditated. Because what she's actually complaining about as the grape in the situation is, you heard the detail in that?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, he didn't put a condom on when he was trying to enter the back door.
But not only that, she's claiming that he forced her to give him head too, like when they broke up or whatever like that. So that's the same situation where Michele Evans described in her previous lawsuit that's in New York that we did not know about because of this lawsuit we found out. That's why I'm saying like the public perception is completely turning on Shannon.
Yeah.
Even Stephen A. Smith kind of looked like he turned on him, like he did not defend him. Even Mace pointed out like, yo, why did he play Shannon Sharpe like that?
Because Stephen A., he didn't stand with Shannon Sharpe like he stood with Jay-Z. When he heard about Jay-Z, he said, the guy I know, this is not true. When it came to Shannon, he was like, I wasn't there.
Yo,
in a nutshell, yeah.
I gotta keep it static, you know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't there for Jay-Z neither. You wasn't there for Jay-Z. You were not there for Jay-Z, but you went out on a limb because of the character of guy you know. So I'm not saying that you're wrong for that. I'm saying I would have thought that the same standard would be there, right?
So there could be a couple of things going on here. One is, like we said, he is a freaky dude. So let's say even people around him kind of knew, because he talks about it. He's like, you know, he gets down. He talks about it. So when there's allegations on this kind of front, they're like, oh yeah, maybe it is believable. But at the same time, if it's the fact, regardless of their previous relationships and all that kind of stuff, you can't be, if it's real, like you're forcing something to happen against someone's will. If they've said no, whatever, going against, you know, what if they're saying no, all that kind of stuff, then you're gonna be in trouble. You deserve to be in trouble.
Get 23. Darnell. 20. Why you didn't date her mom? Why you go for the Darnell?
I didn't date her mom because why didn't I date her mom?
Yeah, good question.
No, wait.
I'm asking the question.
No, because
that ain't the Donnell Rollins show.
Love is love.
If you don't,
love is love.
I agree with you.
What?
You like them young, though.
Say Drake, I heard you. Nope. Don't do that. I don't like them young. I like what I love. I didn't groom nobody, son. It is what it is. But I can't date nobody my age and get what I wanted. What I look like getting a 48-year-old bitch pregnant.
It's possible.
It could have happened, but I ain't want them odds.
Shannon Sharpe did a lot of digging. My son is almost 10 years old, and my son's dad and I broke up over 6 years ago. So for him to ever try to bring me up, or a family dynamic, or the age gap is very, very shocking to me. It's not surprising, but I just feel like, you know, my son's dad has a girlfriend already. Why not do digging on her? And he was making fun of him at the fact that we have an age difference of 23 years. I didn't like it. It sent me into a depression. It kept me up at night. It really, really bothered me. And so I was on Twitter. I prayed about it. I said, God, you know, I'm old enough to know that, like, there's just certain people that are not nice. There's certain people that are very nosy that will, you know, they're like, let's do this for shock value so we can get a lot of views. It just turned me all the way off. Now, last night I was on Threads and I saw his name trending. I thought, wow, that's so weird. And then I clicked on it and I saw accuser. And, you know, he's being accused of like really horrific things. And the girl was 19 when it started. So I'm thinking in my head, wow, you were really projecting.
That's fair call.
It might have happened after. He might have been intrigued.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, maybe I gotta try this. But at the same time, it bit him in the ass, low key, on some non-beaters himself. Because this is not the type of brutality you want. Because you're getting dragged across the media.
The
right
whole
now.
choke audio sound bad, though, bro. Like it does sound bad. Like, come on, dude, you forgot. Like,
bro, we heard the clip from the last one.
Emmett Till died for that. He's doing something less than that.
Well, yeah.
This dude on audio talking to a white girl on OnlyFans talking about like, yo, if you ever say that again, I'm gonna choke you.
Yeah, you stupid.
And Dr. Umar come out of nowhere talking about, yo, we're all behind you. Shannon Sharpe, we gotta support you.
He's only behind him only if
he stop messing with white women.
He's gonna give up the snow bunny.
The snow bunny, son.
Impossible, huh?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're telling me. Yeah.
We're going to ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay. The unapologetically African alpha males are going to ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay. No more snow bunnies after this, my brother. That's it.
They white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
Well, what, Gabby?
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
I might choke you in public. Big black guy chose small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you did what they think you did to me.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right.
You know what? Shannon should have put out a letter statement. That's what Jay-Z did. Not this video stuff.
And he was reading in the teleprompter.
Yeah,
it was not from heartfelt. I'm glad you brought that up because I'm like, where is he looking at? I'm like, the angle is weird. Like, what is he doing?
I know you got a podcast. You shouldn't have done that.
Straight to the camera and be like, yo, that ain't right. That's BS. You know, this white chick is trying to take stuff. I know I messed up. I like him young a little bit, but like it's a shakedown.
That's what he said. That
like, come on, guys, get behind me. Nope. Instead,
he said some stuff, and then he's like, you're about to see every type of way to make me look bad, and you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're about to see it, huh?
Allegedly, that's the reason why they let him go from the. We thought he escaped Bailey's fault the whole time.
No.
It was like because of what he did over there.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
They was trying to bury it down because they paid one of the chicks hundreds of $1,000s under disclosure for him, like under NDA, not to say anything because he allegedly choked a bitch.
Man. Be careful out there. Uncle
every day, every 24 hours, there's a new shit coming out with Shannon Sharpe. I'm like, yo. And then, if you're not guilty, right? Sorry to cut you off. If you're not guilty, why you gonna settle for $10 million?
Yeah.
With this OnlyFans chick? They went to mediation, homie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Come on, son. If you say you didn't do it, you didn't do it. I'm not doing no mediation because mediation, you have to pay for it.
But I wonder how deep it is. There's some stuff, obviously, that we don't know. This goes deep. How much time they spend together, how much communication they've had.
The whole thing is the videos. She's an OnlyFans model.
Wow.
If he ever go to her crib, there's a video.
Yeah, right.
She's an OnlyFans model.
Got set up like it's a goddamn
OnlyFans model, son.
Yeah,
you a celebrity, high class celebrity.
Yeah, you're right.
You're about to make $100 million.
They got a hidden cam in there.
Nigga, she hit him with a text talking about $25,000 per cheek.
What?
Yes. When she heard the Michelle, she got upset at him, and then he's like playing the card like, oh, my bad, it leaked, da-da-da-da, it's not my fault, that's my ex, da-da-da-da. That's the same chick that's suing him in the New York court. We didn't know about that, right? And then she was like, oh, you got to make it up to me. How much money do you have? And then he was like, oh, I don't know how to do bank transfers and stuff, or Cash App. She was like, oh, but he was like, but I have $10,000 on me, though. She was like, send me a picture. Send me a picture now.
Oh my God, yo.
You know what I mean?
Yo, shake down, bro. Shake down.
And obviously a few weeks later, and the text shows that a few weeks later, she's like, this is when she sent the text like, oh, I want to give you a rim job, stick my tongue in your butt. And then that's when she was like, $25,000 per cheek. And then that's when they stopped the whole communication. That happened in January. February, mediation. Now, lawsuit.
Wow. She should write a book. A playbook for OnlyFans models want to get out the game fast. You want to get out the game because look at what she's doing, bro. Even if it fails for her, right? Let's say the lawsuit doesn't work out. Yeah. Guess what's gonna happen for her? Oh, she about to make hella money. You don't think that OnlyFans is about to get 100, 200, 300 more thousand subscribers?
Yes, and he doxed her. That definitely a lot of people is curious to find out what she does and how, you know what I mean.
This is what happens.
Yeah,
a lot of OnlyFans models. They get more famous the more infamous they are. Yeah. And this is like a playbook. Dude, she's running a game right now, bro. She's running smart plays.
Come on, Skip.
Yeah,
man. So Young Thug out here, he chose a side, right? He had an interview, and then he chose
you mad, bro?
Drake over Kendrick,
mad,
which is completely BS.
Why you mad?
All right? Nah, I'm messing with you guys. Cloud Babies, Young Thug out here chose a side.
Yeah.
He does what he does. He preferred Drake.
We said he's a Drake fan. Y'all know that.
Yeah.
And he kind of addressed the Not Like Us, including Thug and including, different characters from ATL. He was like, he kind of said that was on some weird shit.
Feels like when you were away, it was sort of dominated by this like Drake Kendrick thing,
Yeah, for most of it.
Which I don't know if you had like a side in that. Atlanta kind of even got dragged in by Kendrick, which was interesting.
Yeah. He just like spoke on people's name in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about. But I'm like a Drake fan.
Do you feel like it's like rap music in general is in a good place?
Yes. I think the numbers could be better, but yeah.
Oh, you mean like people could be selling more?
Yeah. I seen something about like the percentage in hip hop is like went down.
Oh, really?
What are you gonna do about it then?
That's a fact.
Exactly. Right.
That's a fact.
So they also dropped Gunna. That's what people were saying because Gunna's YSL tag is not on there.
Are we get surprised about this?
Exactly.
Wasn't he dropped when he walked out of the penitentiary?
When he snitched, he's dropped.
What?
But at the same time, he was paying a lot of their bills because that album went #1.
Yeah, well, he was paying
a lot
penance.
of singles in there and stuff.
He was paying reparations. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over now.
They don't like that nigga. They look at him as a fuck nigga, and they don't want to keep dealing with him. But will they let him out of the contract for free? Fuck no. So that's what I've heard. I can't officially confirm that that's already done, but obviously I've told you for damn near 2 years it was going to happen, but now people are seeing like these they're seeing these unfollowings and scrubbing of social media accounts, and they're like, oh, it must be done. I want to get official confirmation, but yeah, they don't fuck with that nigga.
So he's the hottest in YSL. He's better than Thug right now.
He's not in YSL now, so let's get it straight now.
That's facts.
Okay? So he's not. He's independent. He's doing things on his own. All right? He's a whole different person. Look at him. He's looking like he lost a whole different person.
So despite Young Thug is hating, Kendrick is still putting numbers. Kendrick is out there. His show is going wild. There was rumors and speculations talking about, he wasn't selling out. Like Drake was doing in Australia.
Yeah.
That's BS, bro.
Yeah.
Every show is packed. They're loving it. He's killing. Bro.
I'm sure.
So don't listen to the Drake stans, don't listen to all the Aubrey Angels, academics and more would have you believe that K-Dot is all hype. This looks otherwise.
I'm sure. Yeah, for sure. It's the same situation that happened on the flip side. They're both gonna they're the top artists in the world.
I can't wait to see them in Canada.
Let's not try to pretend that either one of them, Kendrick, is not killing it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the facts. It is what it is. Now, in terms of what this means with what Young Thug's trying to do, and like he came out dressed up in like a Power Ranger villain. He came
Like
out
Shredder,
there.
you were saying?
Yeah. And, talking about his music and all that kind of stuff. But right now, they obviously were like, they're trying to get him to address, because Kendrick and Drake have been running hip hop because of this thing for a long time now.
Yeah.
It's up to Thug and artists like that to start and try and make new music so we can stop talking about it, goddammit.
Yeah. Thug's situation is very tricky because there's a lot of stuff he cannot rap about anymore. So
That's
it's
true.
just like,
that's true.
You took the fire out of man, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's kind of tricky, yo.
It is.
This thing got to make love song now and shit.
That's true.
Yeah, man. So Kanye out here got banned on stream. 7 minutes he lasted. All right. The week before that, he was talking about him and his cousin at 6 years old to 14. He was sucking on the pole. Bro, it was just disgusting. A lot of people coming out and clowning him, including Boosie. Boosie was like, damn,
Clowning?
man.
I don't know if it's clowning, bro.
That wasn't clowning.
Yeah.
You're right. I take that back.
Yeah. It's
But
not
Boosie was like, yo, man, I see why he's like sporadic like that. Why he's going crazy, because, he's been gay since he was 6.
Dude.
Man, Kanye, you better leave me alone, man. You better leave me alone. You better leave Boosie alone, man. I ain't with no Kanye, man. You better leave me alone. Because now you keep with me, I'm going to bring other people in. How many people knew you was sucking dick? Who you did business with? You better leave me alone. I'm going to drink. Hey. Now, I basically said he need to stop tweeting because, your sons, you got people, who look up to you and love you and read your tweets, so if you saying you've been sucking from 6 to 14, I mean, you motivating your kid to put a dick in his mouth, so. See, that mouth smell like a ham and cheese hot pocket when it come out the microwave.
How is Boosie so sincere but such an asshole at the same time, bro? He's so funny. Like, oh my god.
No, but
dude.
it's
You say he must be traumatized. He's been sucking dick since he was a child.
Yeah, so I am with Boosie 110. I love Boosie, bro. Pause those.
Congratulations,
That's
Boosie. He
my
just had a
guy.
kid, I think.
No, not only that, Boosie's going to some not financial trouble. Boosie is going to some serious health issues at the same
his
time.
heart,
Cop babies,
yeah.
yeah. Make sure we pray for Boosie, man. That's
Yeah,
my
pray for
guy,
Boosie,
man.
Boosie's
Fucking
the
love
man.
Boosie, man.
But
But Boosie's right 100%. Don't be adding that in the internet. Like, we don't want to hear that. Like,
no, look,
come on.
I think a lot of people also, like, in Boosie's camp, Boosie said it really blunt, so it's harsh. But what he's saying is, there's a lot more context to why Kanye is who he is, right? There's a lot more, like, you're seeing a lot more behind the layers of why he acts the way he does, why he has the personality that he does, why he feel like his motives, the reason why he moves the way he moves. You know what I mean? Okay, like, to be honest, it's nice to see, like, in terms of instead of just clowning him pure out, because we know so much of Ye now. If he was just some random nobody, or like if some Will Smith came out and said it to try and get sympathy, you know what I mean? It would be a completely different thing. But we've seen Ye's history. Like, we know what's up. Like, so.
Yeah, I remember, there's a video actually that's circulating now. Yeah, that's circulating now when Beanie Siegel called him gay, and then he was ready to lose it. He was just like, "Yo, why is he gonna call me gay? Da da da. Like, if I'm not gay, why da da da?"
Bro,
and then now he's just like,
I don't think Ye's gay.
I mean,
he's done.
If you
he's
sucked
gone
it
through
for
some
damn
shit.
near
Yeah,
6 years,
bro, he was a
cuz
kid,
like,
man. That's the point of this. He was a kid.
First of all, it sounds like he was the aggressor in this situation. He said he's the one that found the nasty books. First of all, he said his daddy's books was tame. His daddy had regular Playboy. He said his mama is the one that had her books hit different. I'm sorry. By the time you were 14, You are what you are. You like what you like. My question is, did he go cold turkey? When he stopped with his cousin, did he go cold turkey? Or did he move on to other people? That's what you gotta ask.
You don't know what you're doing. You don't even have
You don't know what you're doing? 14?
Okay, 14. But you've learned that behavior. You've been groomed. Let's be honest, bro. So don't be like that. You're not.
Baby
not
J is
seeing the
gay, yo.
situation
I don't
is.
care what you say. There's no way you could fool me, tell me he's not, bro.
Well,
Like,
you can
I'm
say,
sorry, like,
bro. He is
traumatized.
My point,
yes.
Hold on. Let me make my point because the joke that I was trying to make is the fact that do you know how much Ye has done for pussy? Unless he's the ultimate closet that he was trying to act so straight that he was willing to marry Kim Kardashian because of the Kim K tapes and you know be freaky ass with all of his women all on a front, all on a beard,
as you talk motion, you just proving yourself wrong. Yeah,
Bro.
You remember even Amber Rose was like, "Yo, he like when other men's looked at me." He told Kim like, "Yo,
so
I
he's like
that."
Diddy.
Yeah, he
That's why
told
Diddy-
Kim
they
he
did-
liked that Ray J. You remember he told Ray J like he
He
liked.
said that they were like kindred spirits, him and Diddy.
Come on, man. Kanye is a wild boy. Like,
Hey,
like,
man.
I believe it, bro.
Little Boosie stink. Okay. I know that smell poor. I never met him. That smell poor. You know, it is poor. What are you talking about smell?
He said it look like I smell. One thing about me, I'm a good smeller.
But okay, but my point before that was like there is a definition between like you're gay and you've also been like molested. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a difference, bro. Like there's a song.
I didn't even hear the song. I just hear what people were saying and like some of the lyrics of the song, what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Like he was saying like the way the song started is like they saw it in a magazine, two guys kissing, I'm like, first off, who in your house gonna have a magazine and have that anyway,
at that
bro?
time period?
At that time period, bro. Mom, dad, like, there's a lot of questions behind that story.
Yeah.
And then now you tell me from 6 years old to like 14, I think he said. That's a long time. Bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, it makes you wonder, bro. I'm just saying it's a insane kind of like view behind a lot of the decisions and stuff and erratic behavior. That's what Boosie's talking about, you know. And you see it. He's on Twitch streams right now, getting banned. He's
a streamer now. He's just like Drake. Drake is a streamer. Kanye is a streamer. All our favorite rappers now is turning into streamers, yo.
We talked about that. What is that? That's them having to adhere to the new way to access people. You know what I mean? It's not like you have to go on Conan O'Brien. You can't. They got 200,000 people max subscribing to them. No, the Twitch streamers have millions. If you want to get your stuff out, and if you want to get known, you want to push your media,
narrative,
you go to the Twitch stream. That's what it is. So let's just take that for what it is.
No,
Let's stop complaining. You know what I mean? Let's stop complaining. That's what it is. But Kanye can't handle being on those kind of sites because he's too outlandish. You know, he's talking mad shit. He was just talking about, I should have babies with Paris Hilton. You know how many hotels I could have had by now?
That's a whole fact, though. That's a whole fact, though. He's so right.
He's like,
Kim
was Paris's Virgil.
Son, that is fact, son.
Facts.
That is fact.
Facts.
If you go back to the old videos of Paris Hilton when she had that show, and then you had Kim K behind just walking around holding the purse, bro, she looked raggedy.
Yeah, and you had
at that
Nicole
time,
Richie
boy.
in that show at that time.
Yeah,
Like,
boy. So I understand
bro.
where he's coming from, but yeah, no, that's wrong.
And then he put her in Vogue. He put her in Vogue, bro.
Yes.
And made her the star that she
His daughter's too old to. His daughter's old enough to understand. Like that's the only thing with me and Ye. It's just like you cannot say certain wild stuff about your baby mom. And then he's complaining too. He's saying that Drake is smashing Kanye now. I mean, Drake is smashing Kim.
Oh yeah. Okay, there was always suspicion about that.
Now it's official.
And Khloe Kardashian, she admits it. Between the three of them, the whole of Hollywood is pretty much ticked off the list on within the squad. They're the A squad, bro. The Kardashians have been the goddamn all-stars for the last 15 years. Okay,
All the brothers.
All the brothers.
That's what
I was saying, like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, why are we surprised on that? Drake's from Canada and still smashed. So I don't know, like, why are we surprised on that?
Come on, B.
Come on, B.
Let's be real.
Let's be real about it.
Kevin Gates pull up on LeBron during the game, and LeBron did not keep the same energy he had with Stephen A. Smith.
You didn't even say nothing?
So I was so mad. I thought he was gonna say something.
I thought so too.
I'm like, come on, with his girl, son.
You didn't walk up and be like, hey, yeah, how much you pay for those tickets?
Oh, bro.
You didn't
I
say
would've
something?
cracked on him. I'm like, yo, you with this chick that everybody smash?
Bro, I mean.
Like, I would, come on. If you make, Kevin Gates disrespect his wife, son.
Yeah, 100%. If I was LeBron, I would have walked up and be like, oh, so you're waiting for marriage now, huh?
When you kiss her, you kiss 18 dicks. Oh. Like, I would have go in on him, bro.
I mean, yeah, you could go that angle. Or the fact that you literally paid money to come watch me play. Thanks for that. Appreciate you adding to my pocket. Appreciate you.
But not acknowledging it.
Yeah, that's...
Pretend like you didn't see him.
Yeah, that's not.
And he came early, too. You know, LeBron is there at 10 o'clock. The game is at like freaking 3 p.m. He's out there at 10 a.m. shooting, practicing. Guess who was there?
In a do-rag.
With a do-rag, with his legs open, with all the chains.
Yeah. NBA's mad about that, low-key.
Like that, just sitting there, just waiting, looking at him, staring at him straight in the eye, yo. Did not even move, cuz.
This would be different if LeBron didn't put out a post on Instagram. Kind of acknowledging it.
Yeah, peasants.
Right? If he didn't put out a post and was actually silent and then ignored him at the game, I would be 100% behind it. Because then if you for sure didn't acknowledge anything, he's a peasant. Why am I even acknowledging this bullshit? I'm not even looking at this dude in the front row. That, I would have been like, okay, that makes sense. But you already went back at him on some petty stuff. Yeah. So now you have to do it.
He flopping that situation, clapping.
Now you have to do it. Now you back down, God damn it.
He flopping that situation.
Yeah.
And he's one of my favorite players. He's like definitely number one to me. Like,
you
know
know,
what I mean?
not at this
but
point.
Right there, I'm like, come on, son.
It's like when LeBron was on the floor like this. He was on the ground. He was peeking up like this. That's him, bro, like this.
Yo, son, what is going on, son? I thought he was gonna pull up on him. When I saw it, I'm like, oh yeah.
You know what?
Like, I watched the whole game for no reason, son.
Bro, LeBron's not about that. You know what I mean? LeBron is from Akron.
He was with Stephen A. Smith, though. Come on now.
That's because it's Stephen A. Smith. That's because it's Stephen A. And we saw how Stephen A. was throwing hands.
Yo, Stephen recently said, like, yo, you know, of course I wouldn't do anything, but, you know, I have this security guard, 300 pounds. He goes everywhere I go. I'm a very important man. You know, Disney's behind me. ESPN's behind me. You think when I say something, I'm by myself? I got a whole army behind me. I swear to God, bro, you cannot make this shit up.
Yo, you know what, though? Stephen A. also knows how to pick a fight with the right person because he knows LeBron's old bluster. Because if Stephen A. picked a fight with DeMar DeRozan, chances his hands would be flying.
Flying.
You would be gone.
Cloud Babies, have you seen this?
Yo, DeMar, they're trying to kick me out for no reason. Come on, man. Don't walk up on me. Don't walk up on me. Don't walk up on me. Let me get my phone. Let me get my phone. Don't walk up on me. Let me get my phone. I need my phone. I need my phone. Come on, come on. You my hero. You my hero.
He was not playing. No, I'm with DeMar DeRozan on that. You don't just pull up on me. I'm with my family, whoever I'm with.
Yeah.
You just pull up with a camera, just put a light right in front of my face. Come on, dog. I don't know you like that.
100%. And though his girl deserves a medal and a ring because she held it down, bro. Not only did she step in the middle of those two, she boxed that dude out like it was the fourth quarter playoff game.
Yeah.
She got in there over Shaq and got the board and said, it's not worth it, D.
Shador Sanders and her need to get drafted. That's a package,
She's boxing out. She's blocking. She's doing the Lord's work for DeMar.
That's work.
Damn. That's crazy. Now, if you're DeMar DeRozan, that makes sense to act that way, right? That's disrespect.
The dude is looking for a bag now.
We saw it.
He's talking about his neck, his back, his leg, everything hurt.
Yeah, his videotaping in the ambulance. He's in there with the ambulance. He's in there. He's in there, right? And he's videotaping with, and the funny thing is, you can hear the nurses in the background saying how fine he is. Oh, your cognitive is looking great. Your heart rate seems fine. Are you sure you don't want to drive?
You sure? Are you sure now? Son, he was like, no, sir, no. So that's a money grab, son.
Yeah.
You talking about like, son.
Yeah.
Everybody's on that money grab, son. You got the Shannon Sharpe situation. You got this clown.
Does nobody want to work?
Nobody
wants to work these days. Everybody trying to get a.
Everybody want to stay home. Chat GPT, AI, TikTok.
You either you're selling ass or you're catching a case.
Facts. That's all facts. That's all facts.
Like,